What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Arabesque. And we're back to start going through the tracks from a new album, and indeed shout out to Shafiq, not only for sharing the material, but for providing a track listing and context. And indeed, the title track is the one we're going to listen to, which is to say, and I'm assuming it's pronounced Marigot Bay. If the T isn't actually silent, let me know, but that would be my inclination. So yeah, we're talking 1980, so moving into the 80s as they go forward. I will continue to try to see if I can hear the distinction between their voices. I mean, I feel like on some level there should be a point at which Sandra's voice becomes clear to me. Either way, I have enjoyed the albums that we've listened to up until this point. I'm still curious the nature of the releases, in the way that so many of their singles seem to be specifically regional. Now, some were seemingly worldwide, but the single for Marigot Bay is another region specific. It apparently was Europe only. So yeah, ultimately, it's not a bay. I'm assuming it refers to an actual bay somewhere. This is a proper name, so in that case, my expectation would be, some interpersonal, maybe romantic narrative set in Marigot Bay. So let's find out if that does have anything to do with it. This is Arabesque. The tune is Marigot Bay, the title track of their 1980 album of the same name.
Each night I dream the same old dream. I cannot forget, it seems.
That's Sandra?
Where I found you, where I lost you too. I see the strand, the silver sand. We are going hand in hand, like we used to do, like we used to do. Marigot Bay, paradise of the blue.
I like the way it just kicked into gear.
Tell me, why are you haunting me by night and by day? Marigot Bay, paradise of the blue lagoon, where my heart was all in flame. I will never forget your name, oh Marigot Bay.
So a memorable experience in the past left an indelible impact.
You said to me, you must believe, darling, that I've never been so in love before, so in love before. Our love was strong, the nights were long, but one morning you were gone, gone forevermore, gone forevermore.
What a rascal.
Marigot Bay,
I love this part. The chorus is good.
tell me, why are you haunting me by night and by day? Marigot Bay, paradise of the blue lagoon, where my heart was all in flame. I will never forget.
I like the little groove with the guitar. Yeah, sounds like the pronunciation was basically correct. For me, I mean. But yeah, ultimately, it sounds like it's a place where she had a very special and memorable experience, but one that was not what it was presented to be. Someone, I've never been so in love as I am with you. Sounds like she felt, at the very least, supremely infatuated. Her heart was inflamed, but then it turned out to not be true. You know, woke up the next day, he was gone. So it's funny though that like it seems framed around the place more than the person. He's not like, she's not saying, I'll never forget your name, John or Steve, Jeff, whatever. It's like, I'll never forget your name, Marigot Bay. So, yeah, it's weird. Like in my personal history, I have this weird thing where like, I strongly associate places, and like, if I think of someone that I spent time with and that, I live with at a certain place and time, it's like, thinking of the person makes me think about like the physical environment, the streets, the apartment complex, whatever. And I have like very strong associations with geography with my emotional memories. So as someone who sort of has that interaction with my own past, it's a song that does resonate with me the way it's framed lyrically. I would say sonically, it was one that sort of gave me a bit of ABBA vibes. People mentioned when I began going through the material that there's a couple people, I think, who said they even thought the first time they heard Arabesque it was ABBA. And some other people just saying, in general, some of their tunes give me ABBA vibes. This is definitely one that did that. And it's also the way it's sort of a storytelling tune, and then you find out it's a complicated emotional situation. Again, it feels very much in that vein. Not to necessarily make that association. I'm sure fans of both groups, prefer to be seen independently, and I completely get that, but inevitably my brain makes associations when I listen to music. So, as I said, this one did give me those kind of vibes a bit. It was also very folksy. It had, this more mellow. It wasn't like, sweaty disco dance floor, people, flirt dancing with each other and so on. It was more like, let's sit down, by the beach and let me tell you a story about the last time I was here, because, it was a painful, if also very memorable experience. So I enjoy the way the tune was framed lyrically and the way that the sonics sort of gave it that storyteller type of feel. So shout out to Luca as well as Arabesque. Shout out to Shafiq. Once again, appreciate you sharing the music and providing the context with the track listing and all the specifics about the way these were released, and as I now understand the framing of the albums. So yeah, looking forward to hearing, again, Arabesque as they move into the 80s, when, I've heard other people talk about disco as a genre, like moving into the 80s, it was a genre in transition, and a genre which in some places was seen as having like run its course a bit. So I do wonder, what if any production differences or, maybe similarities, but perhaps evolved and altered in some way. So looking forward to hearing it is, I guess, what I'm saying. Once again, shout out to Shafiq and Luca. I apologize at this point, but I do have to pick you up. So let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.